Lesson 40 is over graphing translations and reflections. And we're going to use these again, the rotation, reflection, and the slide, the translation. And those are on our legacy charts. The main one we're going to look at here, translation is just the translation of a figure is the result of sliding the figure horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. And then a reflection of a figure is a mirror image of the figure about a line of reflection. So when we look at problem 1, it says describe the translation used to transform ABC into ABC. And so we're going to compare these. Angle, or 1A is over -2. B is 1. It's over to 1 because of -2 to get to A, 1 to get to B. And this is over the X coordinate. And then for C, it's over to -3. That's how we start figuring out where they land. Then when they moved it, A is now lined up with 0 on the X-axis. B is where 3 is at. They go over 3. And then C is -1 because C lands right there. It says how many units is the difference between each pair of coordinates? And that's 2. 2 units, because look, -2 and 0, that's 2 units. 1 and 3, that's 2 units. And then -3 and -1, that's 2 units. And they're all to the right. They were all moved. The new coordinate, the new X coordinate, to the left or right of the original, and it's to the right because the first one was drawn here, and then they moved it to the right. The right is the new one here, the dashed looking line. It says compare the corresponding y coordinates of the vertices of the y coordinates. So we've got A, it's up 1, 2, 3. B is up 5. They went all the way up to 5 here. And then C is -2, and they went down -2. The new one is shown. A is at 6. B is at 8. They went all the way up to 8. And then C is at 1. And so you're going to do the same thing. You're going to compare them. It says how many units is the difference between each pair of y coordinates, and that's 3. And the new y coordinate is above. Is it above or below? And that would be above. So they slid triangle ABC 2 units to the right and 3 units up. And a lot of times, if I'm looking at something and I want to count them, I'm going to say, well, I'm going to look at like just A, and I'm going to go, they went over 2, 1, 2, and then they went up 3, 1, 2, 3. Same thing if I looked at C, I know they went over 2, 1, 2, and they went up to 1, 2, 3. B, same thing, over 2, 1, 2, and up 3, 1, 2, 3. On problem 2, it says reflect triangle ABC across the y-axis. What are the coordinates of ABC? How did the reflection affect the coordinates of the 3 vertices? So ABC is 2, -2, so that's 2, -2. And then B is 5, -2, so they went over to 5 and down to 2, -2. And then C is 5, 3, so they were +5 and they went up to 3. And so we're going to write the new coordinates of the vertices A, B, and C. So they've reflected it over the y-axis. This is the y-axis. So now the new A is -2, -2. They went over -2 and down to -2. B is -5. They went to -5 and down to -2. And then C is -5 and then +3. So that's -5 and up to 3. It says the X coordinates of the vertices ABC are opposite of what they are for Y. And then the Y coordinates are the same, because when you look at these, you've got -2 and +2, 5 and -5, 5 and -5. So those are opposites, but they're the same when it comes to the Y, because the first number is X, the second number is Y. So the -2, -2, -2, -2, and +3, +3. So those are the same. So it says, what are the coordinates of ABC? And that would be, we just stated them. -2, A is -2, -2. B is -5, -2. And then C is -5, 3. And it says, how did the reflection affect the coordinates of the 3 vertices? And it says the X coordinates are opposite, but the Y coordinates are the same.